Welcome back to another episode of Engage on All Fronts. This week we're doing the best of the rest. There's no Space Marines. There's Chaos Space Marines.
Spiky ones.
But yeah, you've got the pointy Marines and everyone else that no one cares about. So, with further ado, I'm joined by Morgan Moore Prime, Logan Sama. How we doing, boys?
Good. It's been a good couple of weeks of reveals. I'm very, very pleased with minis and also.
What are you most pleased about?
Rules. Oh,
what are you most pleased about?
I got to say,
It's got to be the Defiler.
That the Defiler looks amazing, but I know I'm just never going to paint it. So I'll appreciate it from afar.
What if it's meta? What if it's like the best list is 3 Defilers and nothing else?
I would play counter meta then.
Okay.
I think that the new detachments that Huron got in the Maelstrom reveal are both really, really good. One of them's possibly the best in the game, but they're both really, really good. So,
why
do you mean a new detachment? A new detachment is the best thing in the game.
Possibly.
That's wild.
Yeah, as someone who doesn't know much about the tournament scene, why is it the best in the game? Tell us.
So basically, it is meant to represent like recently turned renegade Space Marines. So you lose the Dark Pact rules, which is sustained hits and lethal hits with a test, and you get back a version of Oath of Moment, which is pretty cool. Now, one of the things that makes Ultramarines one of the best factions in the game is through Rabute Guilliman, they can have access to 2 Oath targets. Rabute is like 300 plus points, so it's quite expensive. This detachment has an enhancement for 60 points, which is the most expensive enhancement in the game. But 60 points gives you access to a second Oath target. They also have arguably one of the best suites of stratagems, and they also have really good enhancements. As I mentioned, the detachment rules are really good as well. It gives them access to that Oath of Moment thing. But also, it's really beneficial because if you take cult units, so Noise Marines are really popular, but it also works on World Eater Berserkers, and would work with Plague Marines and Rubrics as well. They don't get Dark Pacts because they count as like allies because they're taken from the other books. So they're not losing Dark Pacts anyway because they wouldn't have got Dark Pacts. So
but they
this
get
is like
the
an
Oath.
incredible toolbox. No, the Oath is the thing that they do get because that's the detachment rule, right? Previously, the army rule was Dark Pacts, which Cult Legion units didn't get because they were like counted as allies. Because they were pulled in from the Emperor's Children book, the World Eaters book, etc., etc. So they didn't actually have the rules. So they're not actually losing rules that they wouldn't have got anyway. And it's a really, 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 really strong package. Because like the Space Marines Gladius is like one of the best detachments.
It's a really strong package, is it?
Yeah, very, very good. So, yeah.
Sounds like somebody's going to be having a
strong package.
Huron
and a good night
soon.
Not me. I'm just going to pay.
Is that just chaos? Is that just like?
Sorry.
Is that just like a standard chaos codex?
Yeah, it's just a add-on for the normal Chaos Space Marines codex. So you get access to all the Chaos Space Marine units. You can even put other characters in. You could actually put Abaddon in there, which is kind of hilarious. But, yeah.
That seems.
If you check the Warcom article as well, they had like people painting up the new models, and someone had done them in like the chapter colorways, like Loyalist chapter colorways, which look really cool. There's like a Celestial Lion there, and they're really good models.
So many
around.
opportunities,
like, I'm a big fan.
as well to have 100%. Fun. Yeah.
Like you said before, like your 13th company, that is literally the easiest upgrade kit you could do. Even for the Fallen as well, like the guy did the Fallen in the article, fantastic work. So yeah, excited to see this, and yeah, looks like they come out of the gate with strong walls, which means they're trying to shift some units.
Ironically, the new units are shit, so no one's going to use those.
Oh, well, there you go.
Apart from Huron Blackheart and his buddies, they're really good, but the Raiders and the Reeve Captain are
pants.
whatever. So.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, look, let's take us back. What did we do last time?
Defiler,
so last time.
You wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah, Defiler. We have to.
I can't
Oh
spend
yeah,
time
we're
for
only
Defiler.
here for the Defiler.
Yeah.
Amazing model. Although we were all having a debate in the week of my era, which is, I always believed that the helmet or the head on top of the Defiler was like vestigial. I think that's the word, right? You know, like it's not actually, it's like just an additional part that isn't really the head of the thing. And the cannon was more, it just gave it more of an arachnid look. Like I always kind of felt it was that. And
I mean, it still is.
Yeah, but apparently in the new design, it's definitely more of a head. And just a little chest cannon instead of like the eyes kind of being
They've just
here
put
and
a
the chest
bit more
cannon.
effort into the head options this time.
They've extended it up. They've made it into
Some of them,
a giant of a man.
Some of them, I mean, they have like it's like an enclosure now as well, right? So
Yes.
it's not just like a little head plonked on, little tiny Super Mario the movie Goomba shrunken head situation, Beetlejuice in the waiting room situation there. But yeah, the heads are super cool as well. They've got Legion specific ones. I'm not sure why they've got
No Night Lords
Iron
ones.
Warriors ones, but
Two Iron Warriors, no Night Lords.
I feel like Night Lords could. I feel like some of those could pass off as Night Lords. To be fair,
there's no bat ears.
just stick some skin on them.
not
Stick some
always
skin on the
bat ears.
shoulders, man.
Come on, not
Yeah,
every
they
time
are.
Bat is. Not every time Bat is. Not every time.
Yes.
No.
Their
Have you ever
persona is a bat.
Just while I take you on a little side note, your undead, your vampire dudes. Have you got many bits of those left over? You ever done like conversion between the two, like Night Lords, and using some of those old vampire bits? They fit together quite well.
No, not one bit.
fair
The
enough.
scale is like that.
Way off,
They would have
yeah.
tiny little arms around. I will say I've used like arms and like legs and bit for like, you know,
Grizzly
dressing.
trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as far as like having skeleton arms on a 9 foot tall,
Marine. No, I was just thinking more of
Freak.
like the bat
Like-
armor. I just wondered if like the bat like bits could like switch over, but I feel like
you
you're just
could,
gonna
but they're
end
really
up-
small.
End up with like a marine with just a small head and then hair just going about 20 meters that way in every direction.
Yeah, 100%.
No, okay, off on a tangent. All right, let's take us back to the episode. Let's go. So last time we went through all of the loyalists pretty much, right? Like what we wanted to see, what we should feel like should be in the codex, what should
Imperium
be
top to
updated. The best of the best. And this time, well, that episode did really well. We had a lot of feedback on it. This time we're going to the bad boys, the Xenos and the Chaos and the everything else that sort of comes up on the list.
That's all there is. I'll be honest.
That's all there is. But I guess realistically, only one of us collect. I mean, like Lawrence collects corn. Logan collects corn and Lawrence collects.
No, I don't.
Tau.
You do collect corn. You did that whole diorama. Award winning.
Collect them so much as have some to die.
Have some as enemies.
It's not really collecting.
Collected them from my
Yeah.
house and then
Yes.
moved them onto the
and then
base. Yeah.
made
What have
them
you got
dead.
there?
So, yeah.
So yeah, we've crafted a list, so we
Checking it
can
twice.
begin. The first one.
I do like Leagues of Votann though, so I am a Leagues of Votann.
You've been saying
appreciator.
this. This has been popping up in
Enjoy
the
it.
chat. I feel like we're
And,
going to see a
I
Leagues of
think it's a
Votann
troll.
in Battle Force.
I think it's a
done.
massive troll.
No, I do. I really like the aesthetic. We'll get there anyway. It's last on the list. Let's start.
This is just
with-
like one very long sarcastic bit, and I don't like it. I don't
not.
appreciate it.
Promise.
It's like we're all going to get converted over to Leagues of Votann, and then he's going to turn around and
Yeah.
be like, "Ah!"
Like, no, dwarf
No
virgin.
I don't do that ever.
Okay.
Let's start with Chaos Space Marines.
Right, my
I
choice for this.
Would
I,
like to start
first.
I got to
with
go
Lawrence.
first.
Let's go.
Because I want to. Lost and the Damned.
What? So like Traitor Guardsmen.
There is a kill team, right?
Yes,
Or
they-
have they not released it yet? I feel like
They have Traitor Guardsmen. Yeah.
Yeah, make that its own detachment / army.
They
Just
kind of
make-
have that.
Fuck.
How does that work? But aren't they meant to come out of the warp like covered in fire? How does that work?
No, he.
No, I'm talking about.
I got ya.
They're the same thing. So
So the good news
Lost
is
and the Damned.
they have
Lost and the Damned.
They have a Cursed Cultist. They have Traitor Guardsmen. So you're covered for and normal.
Can you buy the
cultists.
Traitor Guardsmen still?
Yes.
Because they were part of Black Fortress, weren't they?
The Traitor
yeah.
Guardsmen are actually also in the new Red Corsairs box.
Nice.
But could you realistically play
Imperial Guard first version.
Lost and the Damned? Yeah, like a Chaos.
There was
Imperial
a build
Guard.
previously that was like 90 idiots in dirty tank tops running across
Stoke
the
on
field.
Trent.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, Stoke on Trent.
It was a cold night at Stoke, January,
On a Tuesday night.
on a Tuesday night, and they were getting it done. Let me tell you that.
Did they have Lehman
okay.
Russes?
No, they didn't get Lehman Russes.
No. Okay. It's all
Just
about
guys.
Although,
Just
although
guys.
to be fair, there's a detachment for I think Gene Stealer Cult. I can't remember, possibly. But yeah, Lehman Russes would be a nice addition to Chaos Space Marines. They definitely need more Lehman Russes. That's a bad idea. Don't do that.
I would
Okay.
just like to see
More
They've also
human,
got,
more human element.
So they've got a unit that's really, really good at the moment as well, which people have started taking, the Traitor Enforcer, who's effectively like a Chaos Commissar.
Okay.
And he comes with his own Ogrin as well. So they come as a 2.
Dope.
And it's only 55 points, which is mad cheap, and they're really, really good, like early skirmish units. But yeah, it's basically like a Chaos Commissar with an Ogrin bodyguard, which is a cool idea. So you can play quite a few sort of Lost and the Damned themed.
I wonder what
stuff
the flip is of being like a Chaos Commissar. I wonder if you just like let them live instead of like shooting them in the head.
Yeah,
Like, what's the 180?
you're just like a super friendly guy.
you did something
And
wrong.
you're like,
Don't worry about it.
You don't want to run into a trench. That's fine, man.
Yeah, counselling.
Cake and
Got the
counselling.
counselling Ogren. Like, let me sit you down.
Yeah.
He's got like his glasses
Sit
and a
down.
notepad. Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Well, look, I'm gonna go next. I think I feel this is gonna get really tired real quick, but I'm a big fan of retinues.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, you're loving
big fan.
40K at the
Everyone just
moment,
gets a
then.
retinue.
I'm loving 40k at the moment because we've got the Ultramar, Agents of Ultramar. We've got the
Yeah.
Huron.
Wardens of Ultramar.
I'd like to see like I put it down as a Black Crusade logistics team. Like, who's the team that's actually putting together the Black Crusades that
You want
isn't
the Black
Abaddon?
Crusade quantity surveyors?
Yes, like, okay, Abaddon's like, I want to do another one, let's go. And he's like, okay, matey, you're doing the
I'm sorry, boss,
tanks.
the numbers just don't add up.
Exactly. I want that in a box set. So,
Okay.
I
Just
think
the Black Crusade admin team.
I can't
Yeah,
believe you don't have a
amazing.
job for Games Workshop with these ideas. Top list
I know,
Space
I
Marines,
know.
Abaddon's accountants. It's
Abaddon's accountants.
That's the box set name.
Armor polishers.
the
They're
bean
not polishing
counters-
armor in the chaos,
the bean
mate. They're
counters
not
of
polishing
chaos.
armor.
Yeah.
I need like the Pam
The Slanesh armor
Bondies.
polishers.
I need the Pam Bondies and the
fuck.
and the RFKs of like the
Okay,
the
hear me
chaos
out.
government.
Black Crusade sycophants. They just do whatever Abaddon says. They just go out in front of Abaddon and they just take bullets.
So, in all seriousness,
no reason.
in I want to say the 3rd edition codex, it might have been the 4th edition codex, but I think it's one of the 3rd edition codexes. There is a piece of artwork that was amazing that had one Space Marine for all of the different 4 gods.
Was it
in
sat
one
around
art
behind
piece.
him?
I think it was by no, Abaddon's not in the artwork. But I think it's an Agium Smith piece. I'm not sure. I think it was anyway. And over the years, they kind of fleshed that out into being, oh, these are like Abaddon's like version of the Mournival now.
Okay,
So, like, his
nice.
advisors.
Yeah.
So there's like a Zinch sorcerer who is formerly from the Thousand Suns, and they're actually in the Abaddon series books as well. So it's that Aaron Dembski-Bowden wrote. So that would
There's
be
a
cool to see
similar-
those because they kind of
there's a-
exist, and then you can maybe like bolt on a couple of humans as well and what have you. But yeah, I'd be down for that, expanding the lore that already exists.
Well, there's a similar thing with Fabius Bile in his books too. They have like almost like he has like a court of all these. I can't remember.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because do you know what I would like to see released for Chaos Space Marines?
Fabius Bile.
Fabius Bile's New Men.
Oh, for God's sake, man! I've got that just number
there you
2
go.
on the list on the Emperor's Children part.
So there
Yeah,
you go.
I'm
Damn
not being
it.
funny. You're kind of you've. And also, what I find really funny about this whole process of me making like a Google Doc for me and a Google Doc for thee to go and copy, guess where fucking Morgan's put all of his ideas? And I'm like, that's a good idea, Morgan. That's a terrible idea, Morgan. He's put it in my Google Doc so I
Yeah.
could see everything.
Oh, sorry.
It's supposed to be fun and entertaining.
My stuff is in copy of what unit should be added document, which...
Oh, I'm reading
duplicate
Lawrence's
for
document
mine,
right
so-
now.
Okay, well, you
Yeah,
can't
you
see any
are.
of mine. Anyway, since
Sorry.
Fabius Bile is not in the Emperor's Children Codex, because he is no longer a part of the Emperor's Children as a legion, he went off on his own. Fabius
Nerd.
Bile's New Men are in the Chaos Space Marines selection for me, and I'd love to see that. And there's a cool character of one of his like close... Yeah, retinue, I guess, which is a woman that like has ascended and is basically a Space Marine now. So that'd be pretty cool to rage bait the nerds on the internet.
Yeah, she was like she was Slanesh, right? She was like part of that guy. I remember reading that. I think I read that one. I think I know who you're talking about. Or are you talking about the I can't remember what they call them, the gland hounds? You know, because they've got the gland hounds kind of like level up as well and get closer to him throughout the books. He also has like a crazy dreadnought, like a dreadnought that's just going absolutely mad. So, yeah, you could probably make a Fabius Bile Codex, to be fair. The amount of weird stuff he's got going on in his...
Well, he's got a detachment all of his own, so yeah, expand on that. I'm pretty down for that. So let's move on to the Emperor's Children, since you already started. Lawrence, you can
go on, Lawrence, you go, because I'll skip my bit, because I've been gazumped.
So mine's kind of like a remake. Kind of Noise Marines / Guitar Marines. Just bring back that model of the like dude of the guitar, just like riffing out, and make that like a line. Make it like a band.
It's not going to happen.
Why not?
Because
Why not,
I
you
think
stupid bastard?
They've lost that. I think they've lost that aesthetic now. Because if you look at like all the Noise Marines, it's like there's nothing even close.
It's just
to
a guy with a gun.
Yeah, it's just a
dude
guy
with
with
a
a gun. They're like, yeah,
There's
not
too many
even,
guys
like,
with guns.
needs to be like crazy big
Warhammer.
speakers. But your
Yeah.
aesthetic is that like 90s aesthetic where it's kind of a bit tongue in cheek, and they've kind of lost that. But also they've lost
know.
like the I feel like they've lost a lot of like the weirdness and like body horror. But I keep going back to that model from you'll know the one I'm talking about. It's, you know, in the Age of Sigmar, the Slanesh war bands, or whatever. You know, they've got that like harpist model.
Oh,
where it's
the
got, like,
harp, yeah.
yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the right level of like, but also kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd like to see more of that. But I agree. I don't think we are going to see that stuff anymore. But because I reckon you're probably going to see, they might pop up in Space Marine 2, or it's either going to be Khorne. It won't be Nurgle because Nurgle's been overdone. So in a video game, Slanesh is probably going to come out at some point as like a big bag.
Yeah.
And they'll water them down loads. So
I feel like they
I don't
did
know.
quite well with the recent miniatures. I'm going to have to counter that. I think they did. There's the head on the sergeant from the Infractors that was really reminiscent of that old artwork, where it's just got like the black bulbous eyes. And the
I
mouth
thought you were
is-
talking about the one where he rips up the face. There's one that's like rips up the face.
And so they've done quite well with it. I
Yeah.
think the only thing they haven't done is like,
Yeah, but then you got the cone heads.
yeah. So
no
I don't
cone
like
heads.
the.
And
That's the only thing I don't like, though, the shape of the head. Everything else about those models is really cool. I think they've done a great job with them, other than that, if I'm honest. Like, I think like they've got the exposed abs, they've got like the hoofed feet, they've got like screaming faces and cool details. I quite like them, other than that. Like, they've got really cool striding
I don't know.
poses. The
I feel
armor's really
Slanesh is a real
baroque
hard
and
one.
nice. I think if you go back and look at the flawless blades and like ignore the Kroot looking heads that they have on them, the rest of the minis are sensational. Like they're really, really well done. Other than that, but I think it's so polarizing with the shape of the heads that
What you're saying is body, oddy, but not the face.
Yeah, it's butterface.
Butterface.
It's a very PC term.
I feel like Age of Sigma does it really well, where you get. I just think Age of Sigma on the design team, they really get Slaanesh a lot better, and I feel like there's stuff where like there's super like, I don't know, like He-Man looking absolutely perfect specimens of like what they consider a warrior to be, but inside like or behind, or you like look at the back and it's like completely corrupt. I love like that kind of like.
Yeah, if you did like a Sigvold and then made the back of it like just fucking flayed or like just jab a bunch of needles or whatever shit in there. I think
like the skin's pulled back over his face. I don't know, like like he's wearing something else. I don't know. I just feel like Slaanesh.
I'm going to take
like,
a look at these head and knights right now.
I like the big fat dude carrying the.
Yeah, everyone likes the palanquin thing. What is it?
And the guy
Glutus
on top of the guy's head.
Yeah.
Glutus or Scullion.
The guy who's carrying another.
I don't like the
guy.
crabs. What's with the crabs, man?
I don't understand.
Why have they all got crabs?
Infernal,
well, I know why they've all got crabs, but like
the Infernal in Rattress.
They don't have to be crabs.
Absolutely incredible, by the way. The dude that's like this turned into a harp.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
that was like the weird kind of like that's where I'd like to see a little bit more of.
I think they can do with some more sort of like fast-moving, demonic, spawny kind of things. Would be nice.
Don't they kind of have that with the weird, like,
fiends,
snooty running
they
things?
Just need bikers.
But they're specifically demons, so they're like demons. I would like to see like maybe some like this bespoke, weird, scuttering spawn things. Would be nice.
Unicycles. I got it.
Sonic bikers.
World Eaters. Can I do my World Eaters first? Is that okay?
Of course you can.
Yeah, it's your thing.
It's
your baby boy.
I had a good think about this, and I was trying to work out what I do want, and I think it's just going to be Red Butcher Terminators. They've never made them for 40k. The Chaos Terminators are kind of old, kind of out of scale, and I would like to see them do some angry, chained up, left.
Describe to me a Red Butcher Terminator.
So Red Butchers are basically their version of Death Company, effectively. They're like sealed into their Terminator armor, and
they're cool.
They've got like lock off buttons, so they drop them in to battle. Then at the end of the battle, they just turn the armor off, and they're literally just fuming with rage inside Terminator armor.
They have chastity belts. They literally have chastity belts.
Which is why I'd like some new sculpts. But yeah, they're pretty cool. It's a really cool idea. They're effectively like eternally imprisoned within their armor. They don't get to do anything other than be really angry all the time inside.
Isn't that all of
Obviously,
them,
they've got the nails, so they like want to kill, but they're trapped inside the armor and can't do anything. So they're absolutely bonkers.
Just constantly listen to Stained.
Yeah,
I'm on the inside. I'm looking at.
Also, like
they
that's
got cool,
quite
like,
that's
chain
quite
fisty
crazy, right?
things as well. So yeah, be nice. I'd be excited about that.
Because at least dreadnoughts get to sleep or get turned off. Those guys are just trapped in there forever until the next fight.
Yeah.
So they must be building up some pent up, let it loose.
Absolutely.
As long as when they do the models from you get like a like completely like
a drink.
No, just a completely like standing. I don't know, monopose. Just like armor locked version. Just like a guy T-pose.
Oh, T-pose.
Yeah, T-pose. Oh man,
I would do that kit bash immediately.
Yeah, with a loader, just like a guy. Oh, we better get you guys back on the ship.
Forklift certified World Eaters. That's amazing. That's perfect.
All right, Lawrence? I think you should skip your versions because you've basically just Logan's taking you out, so you're out of the running.
Right, I've copied mine. I've realised that later on you've deleted some of mine by accident.
I have not. I have never done this.
I'm missing some guys. I'm missing some of my entries, and I'm like, what the fuck did I pick for orcs? I don't know. Who knows? But my choice is Terminators again.
Yeah.
But Terminators like the Azrak, the Annihilator
okay.
anniversary model.
Yes.
Like, give
Cool with
them
that.
their own bespoke Terminators, because it kind of doesn't make sense that they have Terminators like everyone else. I want them to have like
So it
proper
kind of
Basically,
leads
what, basically
into-
what
violent.
Logan said, basically.
Yeah.
No, he's not he's not
What does
locked
he
in his
even know
goon
about
armor.
anything? Yeah.
I don't know shit. I'm here for the
No, I
beef.
meant me.
Oh right, yeah, you.
Okay, can I say my edition now?
Yeah.
Night Goblin Fanatics, but red.
Goblins.
Not, but like the move
Goblins?
set. The move set. Do you
Okay,
remember
so
how it used to
like-
work?
Yes. So
Throw
like,
them in there, get as many hits as possible. Might make like just like I don't know, like a raging ball that you just let out of the unit, and it just goes in and just causes havoc.
So at the moment, their human followers they have are jackals and goremongers, and goremongers are the ones that like cut their legs off to try and look more like bloodletters.
Yeah,
and
they're
run
dope.
faster. Crazy.
Mad.
What you're saying is you'd have like guys that are probably just hopped up on crazy like combat drugs, and they're just swinging
Goblin
around.
juice.
Yeah, maybe
Swinging
like
around
even
the
just a
thing,
marine, like two-handed
go out.
axe, throw it out like almost like a missile, and like it
What? Just stand there like, oh, my axe is over there now. Can I come get my axe out?
I'll get my axe.
In your opinion, are these meant to be like great duelist fighters that kill people and survive, or are they like
Nah, the goblins.
suicidal goblin?
Suicidal.
So they'd have to be
Marines or
human.
humans.
No, they'd have to be human,
They don't have to be
yeah.
humans. They could be Marines too, man.
There's no
I guess they're just
suicidal
so.
Marines, bro. Come on,
Well, I guess they're just so good that they just manage to like live. But like, yeah, head into
Alive for
unit
1,000 years.
and just
Alive for 1,000 years, and their one thing is throw axe and die.
Nah, not for.
They're not sending their
you
best.
forgot. No. Let me take it back. So Night Goblin Fanatics didn't throw their. So they had like a two-handed flail on with a big old. It was like a ball and chain, right? And they'd spin, and they'd be in a unit like a block of Night Goblins, and you'd basically when they get close to the charging range, they'd then like unleash the Fanatics, and it'd be like almost like a cannon going into a unit, and you'd roll like a d6 to get a number of hits you would get, and I just think like something like that, like you get close to you've got a unit of Marines or whatever, you get close to like your enemy, and then you basically unleash like this one like Uruk-hai berserker who then charges into the unit, does like I don't know 20d6 worth of damage, and you never know if he's going to be in the unit or not, and I think that's quite like an interesting dynamic you could have there. Like, does he have one? Does he not? But yeah, it was more coming at like from a fun rule perspective. Like, what could you add to the game on that side of things?
There's no fun in 40k. Just say Goblin D's nuts.
There is only war.
On to Death Guard.
There is only war.
Death Guard,
On to
I
Death
pass.
Guard.
Like, they have literally everything. They are probably the most Space Marine out of every
so
Space
much.
Marine codex. They've got everything. They are the fan favorite of GW. I literally can't.
And the sculpts
Fathom.
like are kind of timeless in a way. Like, they've updated them. I feel like they've added new stuff in, and it all kind of works really coherently. Some of like the early like monopose stuff that was in like the sets where they don't have a lot of parts of it look a bit like comedic. I think some of the Terminators look a bit odd, but like realistically, it's not something you couldn't work around.
You could kit bash them so easily as well that like
100%.
if you
It's
want
easy,
something to look a
yeah.
certain way, just slap on some green stuff and
Struff.
You've
the green
got-
struff. I love it.
green struff.
Struff me.
Fucking
Did you know that there's a
Struff me.
worldwide green stuff shortage, by the way?
oh fuck.
Damn.
Because it all dries up the second you like take off the
Yeah,
little
you're meant to
plastic
you're
bit.
meant to use it when it's fresh, aren't you? Like, if it's not fresh, it's
Well,
not meant to
and
be
it's
as good
never
or
fresh.
something.
It's only
Never
not
fresh.
fresh because it's shipped out, stuck together, and it
Yeah,
cures during
stupid,
down the
just
middle.
cures.
So, interestingly enough, most of the world's green stuff is made in one factory in America by a company that was bought by a bigger company that was bought by a bigger company, and that bigger company just has shut down
Epstein.
production in that factory. So
I can't imagine green stuff as a big money maker.
it's not. It was actually invented for plumbing, so that's what it is originally, and there's obviously better solutions for that now.
Oh, massively.
And that's why Death Guard love it.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of companies that are now trying to make their own green stuff.
Okay.
Messing around with the formulas, but there's
Just use Milliput. Milliput's better anyway.
World shortage. Milliput's okay. It's got like a weird chalky feeling. It hasn't got the same, like, it doesn't
Mix
take
in some
to detail.
brown stuff.
Doesn't take to detail the same as green stuff does. You know, it's the market favorite for a reason. But yeah, I like Milliput for flavor.
Milliput's my goat.
Death Guard for me, I felt like they could use their own actual bespoke Terminator Sorcerer. It's really hard to get a lot of their special characters. No, not like their own actual proper bespoke
Plague Terminator
Sorcerer
guy.
Yeah. And a lot of their characters are quite difficult to get as well. One of the Lords of Contagion or Virulence, I can't remember. You have to buy the special character now because that the Lord Felchius, whatever his name is.
Felchius Bubbly Bilios.
Yes, exactly.
With
his straw. But yeah, I think like the first version of that mini only came out in like a whatever boxed game that the Death Guard were in like 4 editions ago, and they haven't remade it since. So yeah, I would like them to get their own bespoke Terminator Sorcerer. That'd be pretty cool. As you said, they've got effectively everything that they need because they were the first standalone Legion book. So like they've had the most releases. They've got drones and artillery and infantry, and they've got their own like plague poxwalkers. But I think they've just got everything really. So
they literally have everything.
Just
very unique IP, safe names as well.
Felchius.
Fem
Lord
scum,
Felchius.
Snoggle scum. Snotwangle.
Snugglecup.
You could go on the GW site and look at any of their heroes and you're like, wow, someone must have been having fun that day.
Thousand Suns.
What did I have? I had...
Or are you doing Death Guard still?
I've got one more for Death Guard. Okay. Weird one. I don't know if this will work. It just kind of come to me in a fever dream. Infected allies. I was like, why don't we see some new plagues? Why don't we see some interesting plagues come out? Why don't we have a plague that can infect a unit of Ultramarines, and then you could have almost like semi-infected zombie Ultramarines, something.
Okay,
But you could then use it for... The rule would be you could then use it across any codex, but basically you would adapt their stats slightly to make them worse. Do you know what I mean? But it'd
be cool if if you were playing against, you'd have to take like, I don't know, 1,000 models with you to any tournament, but it'd be really cool if you could like reanimate their units as your own. So like, say you're playing against Kroot, and you have this like ability that's like infect. You infect their units, and then after a turn or something, you bring them back with your own like infected versions of Kroot. That'd be dope. But like, I mean, GW is going to love it because it means you have to buy like 1,000 models of everyone else's models.
No, you just take theirs, you kill theirs, and then you get to use them yourself. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you dunk them in Tamiya cement, melt them a little bit,
AK streaking.
There you go. Yeah,
I was just kind of going back to remember the old Plague Zombie upgrade kit? Maybe something like that. But again, it's one of those ones that could be quite nice for a campaign. But also, I think going through this list, I was kind of like, oh man, some of these like codexes and model lists are just going to start getting really bloated.
They already are.
I know, but like, I think if we go on, I think I'm going to go on to Thousand Suns now with my take. I actually feel like with Thousand Suns, you kind of need more like named sorcerers. You don't need any other additional troop options or anything like that because it's not really what they're about. Like they're a really limited range on purpose. So I think adding all these like mechs and stuff in that they've got now just takes away from the original idea.
The robots are so dumb.
I thought you were going to be.
robots
I thought you were going to be like the robots are so dope, and I was like, no, they are terrible.
Nah, they're
but I'm glad
so.
you were
It
like,
makes no sense.
it makes no sense.
Makes
Rubric
no
Marines
sense.
should just be Rubric Marines and Terminators. That's the only 2 units you should have.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna quickly go
What are
to
you
my
gonna say?
idea
What are you
because
gonna say?
it's relevant. Rubric Hellbrute. It makes no sense that the Thousand Sons Hellbrute is made out of meat. Where's the meat coming from? It should be a big, dusty, just like floating.
But they shouldn't have a Hellbrute. They
pieces
should
of
just
armor.
have a. They should have a. It should just be like a
Or their own
Contemptor
thing.
Dreadnought. It should be a Contemptor Dreadnought or like something in a sarcophagus that would have been from the Horus Heresy. It shouldn't be a Hellbrute because it wouldn't have had time to transform. So it would just be sealed within its armor and turned to dust as of the time it was.
That's what I mean. It makes like the Thousand Sons has so much that just doesn't make sense. Either lean more into the Zinchian demons or the Rubric Marines, adding fucking Egyptian robots, meaty guys when meat isn't a thing in the fucking Thousand Sons. Either go full dust or full demon. Anything else, just kick it from the codex.
I
Not
agree.
being funny.
I think what you do is you just have the really plain Rubric Marines, Dusty Boys, and then your special characters. I think there should be more sorcerers that aren't just Ahriman. Do you know what I mean? I think there should be like more named sorcerers that are doing different types of magic or different like.
So they can
considering
represent
all of
the
them
different cabals that they have.
Yes,
cabals.
exactly that. Because I just feel like when you start adding stuff to the core of the codex, it just again bloats it and takes it away from its original like point of difference from the other Chaos Legions. Because I feel like even in this conversation we're having now, I feel like a lot of it was like, in my head I was like, what if Khorne then had bikers? And then I'm like, well, then what if Zinch had bikers? And then what if Nurgle had bikers? And I'm like, then they all just homogenize all the units together. And
some things that like they should all have though. Like everyone having a bike
hot take
is fine.
Hot take. If you want to play Space Marines but Chaos, Black Legion.
Yeah.
Just go Black Legion.
Yes.
Give
I don't
Black
want to
Legion
play
bikes.
Space Marines but Chaos. I want to play angry Space Marines.
Then you don't get bikes. You get dudes running around
because
topless.
they can't ride bikes. They're too angry.
Yeah, how are they going to break? They're never going to break. They're going to go straight into a wall. All gas, no brakes. That's
How do they maintain rhinos?
They shouldn't have rhinos. They should be walking everywhere.
No. Literally, that's my thing about Death Guard, right? They shouldn't have tanks. They should have rotted away ages ago. And also, like, the whole thing is, like, resilience. So just walk everywhere. You big fat dudes. You don't get bikes. You don't get tanks. But
and that's
for some
almost scarier
inexplicable
in a way.
reason.
That's
Death
almost
Guard
like Nemesis from
Death Guard
Resident
not
Evil.
having bikes
Plod.
makes sense. Zinch not having bikes makes sense. Emperor's Children
Flying discs.
and World Eaters not having bikes doesn't make sense to me.
Emperor's Children should have, like, assless chaps. Like, Harley Davidsons.
Doom Rider.
Just, like...
Bring him back.
Yeah, but you're right. This is what I'm saying. You're right. It's like Emperor's Children and Khorne have an argument for bikes, but then that should be their unique unit that Death Guard and Zinch don't have. Do you know what I mean? Just because I think like that's what we want. We want to have these unique.
That's what we have now, right? Because they don't
codexes.
all have all of the access to all of the units.
No,
so,
but I worry that it's going to
like
go
Emperor's
that
Children,
way.
for example, don't have Rhino hull tanks other than the actual Rhino, right? So they've got Rhinos, but they don't have Predators. They don't have Vindicators. They also don't have Forge Fiends, whereas Forge Fiends are in the other books for Thousand Sons and World Eaters, and Predators are in.
World Eaters have Forge Fiends?
Yes.
That seems mad.
Yes. They need some shooting, otherwise they just won't function as a faction.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. It's like when you add rules into design.
Well, there's things that like you either have to be completely. If you want to just be a mono, it's called like a monophase faction, right? So if you're only going to compete in the fight phase or you're only going to compete in the shooting phase, you need to be fucked at it, basically. And
What, you mean like Tau? That can't do anything?
Yes, so when Tau are really, really good, they are fucked. Completely fucked. Because
You mean, how do you mean fucked? You mean like fucking or being fucked?
Being, well,
Both.
that's literally it. That's your polarization.
Okay.
You are either way too good at the thing you do and have
I'm
all of the
fucking.
tools or have all of the tools to like get out of the locks, which should normally be, okay, I'm just going to tag your stuff that shoots so it can't shoot. Oh, well, actually now we can fall back and shoot, so that's fine. We don't care about being tagged. What Tau traditionally did is they had the auxiliaries that would line up and be meat shields, right, to absorb the offense, and then they had Overwatch everywhere. So that was kind of their mechanic of getting, and they'd be like jump, shoot, jump kind of battle suits that would hop out, shoot you, bounce back again, and be like really, really super fast, hyper mobile, but basically made out of paper. And that was an interesting way of playing them. But like, and then you had index versions of World Eaters in this edition. They had like advance and charge anywhere in the army. They had like scout moves before the game started. They had like plus bonuses to their movement. So you had like, if I went first, I could send units like 30 inches across the table. I could send Angron 36 inches across the table turn one. And it was broken as fuck. And it's just not fun to deal with if you can't deal with it. Much like Lawrence can't deal with his camera at the moment.
No, this is quite fun to watch.
Yeah,
I'm getting hacked.
I think that
Israel.
I would like to see a few more basic options for some of the Legion books, because their ranges are nowhere near as fleshed out as the Death Guard is. That's the issue, right? Death Guard are fine because they've got like 30 units. World Eaters have got 9 unique units. That's including characters, right? 9. That's not a lot. I think Emperor's Children are probably even less than that. So to like take away all the other options, they have to just be super broken at the one thing that they do, or they just don't work at all because there's no pivot point. Whereas Space Marines, they've got 200 data sheets. If they can't do this thing, there's another 7 things that they can do. You know what I mean? They can either be really fast, really shooty, really durable, really good at melee. Like they can pivot through all their, and that's actually why Tau were really good, because they had, and Eldar are always going to be good because they have a tool for every job, effectively. Tau don't have a tool for every job, but any kind of shooting job you need, they got the tool for it, basically.
No,
It's hard, isn't it?
Tools.
It's hard because I listen to what you're saying. It does. It honestly makes sense, but at the same time, it's designing the game for the game when it's the game that I don't play. Do you know what I mean? So I'm more concerned about how the army just looks in general, and then how it performs on the battlefield.
How does me getting to paint angry dudes with axes on bikes take you out of the game?
It's more that if you were painting angry dudes on bikes, and then every single other Chaos faction had angry dudes on bikes or a bike version, that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like it should be, and I think this is what this goes back to. Do you know what this goes back to? It goes back to the conversation we had about the Raven Guard Terminators. Do you remember I was saying that, like, why do Raven Guard have Terminators? It just doesn't make sense for them to have Terminators. Obviously, it makes sense in the rules to have Terminators because it's
to be fair, they don't need them in the rules to have Terminators.
I know, but they want to sell Terminator kits, right?
And you
obviously
can
people have Raven
definitely
Guards.
justify a use for Raven Guard Terminators. I really love that in the books where they find like a unique niche to apply a tool that isn't immediately obvious. Like, why would Raven Guard have any artillery at all, right? They're sneaky, shooty guys, but like you find a role for it.
Distraction.
In Warfare. Yeah, or like, oh, we've taken
smoke grenades.
We've sent our sneaky dudes in, our recon guys in, and they've taken down the like a 4-man team has gone in special ops, and it's turned off the defense array, and now we can get in with all our usual generic stuff. And like that's kind of the way that works for there, because they'll still need all the other tools to do the job, right? Space Marines are meant to be a complete faction, a complete fighting force. complete top to bottom fighting force. I understand where Chaos is concerned because they're not meant to be a complete fighting force. They are just completely dedicated to their god as a legion, right?
And less supplied as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
as long as I get presented with something that makes sense lore wise, I'll accept it. You know, I don't have a problem with accepting anything lore wise. There's no reason for me to not accept that Custodes have always been both male and female. Outside of one line that was in a book once.
I think it's fine.
Yeah, like it's who cares? Like it doesn't affect how they fight.
No,
they have
not at all.
have like weird, almost effectively science that's so crazy it's almost magic ways of giving them power. So it doesn't.
They're literally made with magic and the warp.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. Who cares? But like, okay, World Eaters can't maintain really complicated grav technology. That makes sense. They're all lunatics. What can they maintain then? What, rhinos? I guess they're like tractors, right? So they can. What else can they maintain? Like, can they maintain complicated...
What level of mechanics are World Eaters?
Exactly.
This is
like,
fantastic.
Sell it to me. You
Well, they have like
Fantastic.
slaves, right? They have slaves.
Yeah, exactly. So
All
exactly,
like the Chaos guys.
that's
like,
right,
well,
Lawrence. Yeah, that's right. So there's ways that you can write around. to
Argnor,
justify
did you
so
get the
much
right
things.
bolt for that rhino? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You'll do your job
But it's
better
like
next time.
the-
Oh, you're dead.
In Soul Hunter, there's a Mechanicus guy who's just like all he cares about is like playing with computers.
Yeah.
And the Night Lords are like, yeah, that's fine, just make our shit work. And he's like, okay, sir. And it's like, yeah, they have like regular Mechanicus, not like Dark Mechanicus working for the Night Lords.
Yeah, but Night Lords are not. Night Lords are less god aligned, right? So they're not as crazy.
Yeah.
Don't know about not as crazy, but they are not as dedicated to gods. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted new scaled
Stuff.
rubric marines because they're too small. Anyway, Chaos
Yeah,
Knights
that's
for
a
me.
shout.
I wanted
shit, yeah.
more cool War Dog variants. Like we've got enough big
No.
ones; they're pretty cool.
No.
I want more War Dog variants. Give me like some
No.
cool
No.
clawed ones. Yeah, all of that.
No,
Yeah.
That's
they're
what I want.
just more of the same. Mine
Give me
is,
more.
I mean,
They're knights. They're meant to
mine's
be more
even-
of the same.
No, mine's
Yes.
even better, right? They're knights from hell. Mine's even better because it just got revealed, and it's even better than my original idea. Make them more like Defilers. Make them big, horrible little crab or spider guys. Go fucking wild with
Crab.
it.
You're going to
People.
get your
the
Dark
Nurgle one.
Mechanicus eventually. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Don't
But
worry.
Chaos
Okay.
Knights shouldn't be just like
They are. They're humans. They're renegades.
armature
They're
or
just renegade
something.
knights. They're not.
no,
like,
but
they
the
don't live for
suits
1,000 years.
themselves. Nah,
Yeah.
I
So,
don't believe it. It should
my-
be they should
my-
be
No,
like
sir,
demon
I don't believe it.
infused.
Mine goes into this as well. I put less silhouette bound to the actual knight models, and I was like, can we
Yeah.
get more weird like slug knight or sexy
Okay.
Yeah,
knight?
make a
or
giant
So,
a giant
like-
snail. Snail.
I
you know
am
what I'm
really
thinking of?
old, so
Lord of
I
War.
remember.
Lord of War from Khorne.
Yeah. So
That's what
I'm
I'm
really
thinking.
old, and I
what I
remember
mean.
the old epic minis where there
Yeah.
were different like knight type models for each of the gods.
Yes,
And
exactly
there were
that.
Slanesh ones. So yeah, that would be cool to have actual maybe god dedicated specialist knights. That would be fun. And then you can get
That's what I'm
more
saying.
of what
Make
you're
it like
saying.
a
Yeah,
Because you've seen that Lord of War. You've
I see
seen
the
that
vision,
Lord of War
Lawrence.
model.
You and Morgan have combined, and I see the vision
Yes.
there. Fair play.
we have Voltroned into some sort of
And now if
I am
they're,
the
if
left
they're
leg.
like
slug
if they're like
knight.
small ones
Yeah.
as well, then I get my wish also.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I just. Do you remember the
So lean
Lord
more
of War
into the
model?
chaos, basically.
Was it
Yeah.
Forge World
Yeah.
who did the legs for that, or was it
Yeah.
Aftermarket?
Oh, the
that
Kaitan.
when-
It was for
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. That was sick. That would be a sick night.
yeah. Just do that. That would
Yeah.
have been perfect. But no, it's just Imperial Knight. But what if spikes?
Yeah,
Whereas
but what
like
spikes. And some
like, make 'em
raggedy loincloths as well. Some
Yeah, it's
some holy
it's
loincloths.
just so they imagination.
Scary
is just
face
not
mask.
there. Yeah. It's like there's so many like good kit bashes. Like that dude who made like the centaur looking one. That goes fucking hard. But like
Yeah, it is a 3D
Okay.
print in
Chaos
Wonderland.
might just suck.
If you want to.
Well, look, let's shift off chaos now because
No, we've got one more.
No,
Have we?
we've got one
No, we
last
haven't.
one. Yes.
What's the last one?
Yes. The codex
Oh.
the codex that does not exist.
Index Chaos
Demons.
I didn't put
Yeah,
anything
I
into this
would-
one. I obviously missed it. So you guys chat
Well,
away.
yeah,
I'm
so
gonna
did
listen.
so did GW. I mean, mine was just like make the codex. Like make it a thing. Take all the demons out of the other legions and have like a you can keep it as an index if you really want,
I
but
think
make it like
the
pick and choose.
the Age of
Pick and mix
Sigmar
demons.
experiment that they've tried, because they've tried the Age of Sigmar experiment, which is combine the mortal and the demonic followers of each god into a book. Doesn't work, and the reason that doesn't work in 40k is that the mortal followers of the gods have a higher profile in terms of fan base and following and awareness and lore that exists for them than the demons themselves. Whereas if you look at Hedonites of Slanesh and Blades of Khorne, no one knows or gives a fuck about them yet because they're brand new. So I don't think that you can roll demons, and enough people play demons, the faction. Like they just play demons. Kairos Fate Weaver and a Bloodthirster and some Beasts of Nurgle and some Nurglings and some Screamers and whatever. Like enough people play that. And it exists, and it should definitely be a codex. I think that
So
they
you
need
are you
to-
saying it should go back to what it was? Because I still
Yes.
remember what I'm still living in, like wherever it was, like 2005, where you'd have like the Chaos Demon Codex, and then you could basically take units and put them in any army.
That's what you
Just
could
like-
do.
Yeah, allied.
That's
Yeah.
what you could do before they brought out all of the Traitor Legion books for 10th edition. You could just
Okay.
take and put them in. Because the
Tau
chaos.
could take demons.
No, we're
and they
never
would,
going
like,
back there again. Ever.
Yes,
We're
we
never
are.
going there
Yes,
again.
we are.
We're
You
never
could have a
going
demon
back.
prince in Tau,
We are
and then
never
that's your
going back
melee
to come the
sorted.
Apocalypse Allies rules. Never again. But, bro, do you know in that edition? Do you know who the greatest demon summoner? Because you used to be able to summon demons, by the way, as well. You could summon.
Yeah.
They didn't come
I
out
think
of
that was
your
cool.
points. Yeah, so you paid your 2,000 points or your 1,850 points, and then you could summon demons as well by casting magic spells. Do you know who the greatest summoners of demons were in that edition of the game?
I'm gonna guess either something really stupid like Grots
Orcs.
or Eldar.
Orcs.
It was the Eldar, which I guess is kind of
Yeah.
telling because they did summon a god on their own.
Yeah, they
right?
literally
Makes
made a
sense.
god, so
Yeah.
they
But-
should be allowed
That was the
as a little
worst-
treat.
That was the worst time of rules being QA'd before release because
Yeah,
as Lawrence said, you had Tau with demon allies, you had Eldar armies that were summoning 1,500 points of demons on top. You
so
had-
fucking funny.
You had crisis suit teams with attached Space Marine librarians. You had
Yeah, it
it
absolutely
was
nutty.
horrible and
Nutty.
awful and the worst, and I don't ever want to go back there again. But I think Chaos is a super faction where you can just take any of the Chaos factions and then bolt on some Chaos Knights or bolt on some demons for a percentage. That should be how it works. And they don't get any of their detachment bonuses, and they probably maybe cost a little bit more because you get the utility of bolting them on and filling in gaps to your faction. I would really like to see them redo some of the minor demons. I think they're really like showing their age.
Okay,
Like
Epstein.
Nurglings and
Yeah, no, like the like blood letters. I think the blood letters need
Okay.
redoing.
Yeah,
Horrors. I think the play bearers.
I'm
are
sure they
kind of
will with
good
like
still.
Sigmar.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. 'Cause it works in both, right? And I would like to see some more cool named characters because as we saw when we were just going through the Head Knights of Slanesh and saw some of the named demonic characters like the Harp Lady, whose name I can't remember.
I don't like new bloodletters. I feel they're too skinny.
Yeah, I'd like to see them.
It doesn't really make sense for. Yeah,
Well, the new ones have gone back to the old version where they had that sort of that weird question mark shaped back and like
Yes.
long
Yeah.
thin heads and stabby swords. And there was that period where you had like the
Martial prowess, right?
the
That's
really
what they're going for.
hench, big square head ones, and they had
Yeah, that's the ones I
sword like that, or the axes like that. That was an interesting time as well. I suppose like maybe a midpoint in there. But yeah, I'd like to see that.
Do you know what
I'd like
I'd-
to see more like herald-sized demon print, maybe named demon princes would be fun as well. Just more of that stuff, like Scarbrand.
What
was
I just
cool.
remembered-
I liked all that kind of stuff.
What have you?
I just remembered who that Morgan deleted off my list when he was filling out
Go for
his
it. Go for it. Go for it.
Oh, tell me.
Vashtor. Vashtor, make him like the supreme commander of the demons army, and instead of like traditional
What, Vashtor the
demons,
Dark
you
Mechanicus
fill
guy?
it. Shut up.
Lawrence just wants
fill
Dark
it full of-
Mechanicus.
I
He
do
wants,
want
he wants
Dark
fleshy
Mechanicus,
knights and Vashtor,
but-
and
I want meat and machine.
yeah, that would be a
Yeah,
good time.
that's
my
not this
childhood
army. That's
dreams.
not this army, mate. That's a different army.
Yes,
This will
it
be
is.
it'll be a
No.
good time
No.
for you, Lawrence. When the reveal
Yeah.
happens and Dark Mechanicus are revealed, we'll do a special
I'm
show
gonna-
all about celebrating you and the good times
Yes.
that you're having.
And my big spider boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
11th edition's going
Vashtor
to be great
is
for you. You're going to get a
useless.
new Crisis Team box, yeah, and you're going
Please.
to get Dark Mechanicus. It's going to be
I would
terrible for your
actually
bank account.
scream. Yeah.
And we're going to
Speaking
get
of-
Bolter Gravis as well, which is we called that on the last show. We actually
worst-
called that out.
The worst shit ever. Fuck that.
I know, but we called it, so we
pointless.
need to get
An
some props
absolute
for that, guys.
waste of a data sheet. Nonsense time. I don't need
Predicting the
it.
future.
No one needs it.
Um,
Let's get into the Xenos section of the show. Woo.
Yeah.
ooh,
Right.
stay away from me, bitch.
Reminder that I did write this and plan this months ago. Eldari.
Mhm.
Make Yanari great again.
Fuck
What's
off.
happened?
Add in
What's happened?
Kick him
Why?
off.
add in
Kick him off the
Corsairs.
show.
Corsairs.
Corsairs have
And-
nothing to do with the Inari. It's a completely different faction.
But I'm just saying, like, add those into Yanari
Add those in.
because
Okay.
Yanari has nothing. Just
Good.
lump like
Inari
if they're
should
going to
not
be a
exist
super army.
with rules. They should just not exist. It's the worst. It's been terrible every single time they've done it.
It's confusing.
Yep.
It's really awful. I don't mind it.
What
as
I
a
get from
concept
Unari,
of
are they just
Eldar
like all
together.
the elder factions, good and bad, combined to make one faction? That's
It's
it, right?
it's a super army. It's
Yeah.
like Imperial agents. Just
Yeah.
whatever shit you want to put in there.
They just
Done. Stuff out.
they just fuck up the rules every time because they give. You know how like the prototypical elf in fantasy is just like I am Superman and I can do everything and I'm faster than you and better than you and
Yeah.
more. That's what they with Inari they just do that and add more on top and it's always broken. It's always the most broken shit ever. And I never ever want to see Inari in a codex ever again. I would be happy to.
Are you
I'd
talking
be
about
happy to
Harlequins?
give
in that?
up
Because I don't mind
any
Harlequins, man.
new-
I like Harlequins.
Space Marine data sheets if I could guarantee I never saw Inari again. That's how much I hate it.
Okay.
Oh, strong.
fair.
Strong.
Secondary
well,
is
But Corsairs are
they're not
great.
codex exist, but
I'm super happy for Eldar pirates, Lawrence. So I don't want to be.
yeah.
I don't want to piss
Yeah.
in your cornflakes entirely. But fucking-
Dinosaurs. That's the second one.
That was me.
But
Stop
that's-
taking
that-
my. Stop taking
that
my.
was
stop taking
everyone,
my
Morgan.
thunder, man.
Morgan, that was everyone. Everyone wants to see dinosaurs.
Every episode I talk about Dino Riders. It's a whole fucking picture that I photoshopped on like one of the last episodes is
Lawrence has
Logan
just
riding a
become
Dino Rider.
the meme, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
well,
go.
on top of that, I put Wraith. I put Wraiths. I think Wraiths need an update. I think they're old models. So, I feel like we could do with like Wraith Guard and perhaps now what's the is it Wraith Lord, the kind of
Yeah, the big
Terminator
one.
sized one? I feel like that's quite an old model now. So I'd like to see that updated.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously
feel like
that's not
it's
as
probably,
exciting.
like,
That's
8
not as
years old.
exciting as dinos. So let's go back to dinos.
No. Dinos. But for me, that's a separate codex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see oh my god, I can't remember what they're called. Exodites?
Do you think there's ever a point where you just like this shit is fucking crazy? Do you ever think like, okay,
It's
you're
Warhammer,
explaining-
mate.
Yeah, I know, but you're explaining Warhammer 40k to someone, and you're like, super upgraded humans, like Space Marines fighting evil Space Marines, and then you're like, oh, and there's a dinosaur faction with elves riding it. Do you know what I mean? Like, where does that, like, is there like a line that has to be drawn? But then I guess we've got Votann now, so...
I think if they, like, know any kind of fantasy media, they won't be surprised that none of it...
Oh, I don't think you'd be surprised. I just think there's like a, how far does grim darkness go? What's grim about dinosaurs?
Are you joking?
I love dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs like eating each other, tearing each other to bits. You're like,
just animals, man.
That's
not
Tuesday.
Grim. It's not grim.
I don't know, man.
Positivity Rex.
Grim Dark Votann,
Drukari.
Sorry.
Drukari.
So I had, of course, Exodites. Yes, everyone wants Exodites forever.
Yeah.
And low hanging fruit. Just give us our Karandras resculpt, please. Thank you.
Sound easy.
I put make more body horror, which seems to be a common theme across my takes, and bring back the weird units and more Kimura shenanigans. So I was thinking like that weird lizard guy and the Beastmasters,
Snake guy,
and all that sort of stuff.
The cool.
I'd like to see more of that.
Court of the Archon, like the proper court.
Yes, yeah, just weird shit. But like, I agree with Lawrence's. I agree wholeheartedly with Lawrence's take on this too, which is.
I think you're gonna read it out for me, seeing as you've got all of my answers. Refresh the whole army. Just
refresh.
Do over. Like they've got to be next, surely. After Eldar. I mean, they've already started with Drukari, right? They got the new guys.
They got Kill Team.
You got the sexy lady and the guy with the freak face.
Malice.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Lady Malice and the other guy.
Yes, the one with the fan lady.
That's Malice.
Yeah. Just do them all like that and look rad.
Okay.
And make them less likely to just absolutely implode when you try to transport them. And that's.
I think
that's
I think it's me being like. The old Drukari would not fit in modern GW marketing. So, and I get where they're going.
Epstein.
I get where they're going with new Drukari, and it's just not as cool. I don't know.
Morgan, you're not doing very well with these takes. You know.
I know.
I'm just going to clip you,
well.
and we're just going to clip you and keep showing up.
No, I don't think there's anything bad about
this. Models. Again,
no, I don't want to see that. I want to see I just want to see the horror. Like I just think Dark Elves are really scary. Like they're not
I don't see
nice.
any reason why they can't do the
And
horror.
I feel like they just tone it down too much within this. Like you want an evil enemy to fight, right? If you're Ultramarines, I want to be like putting bolt rounds into these bad guys, and when they're just kind of like boring, it's just a bit hard to get.
It's as if the Imperium is the bad guys and everyone else is just trying to live.
The issue is that they're in the middle of a range refresh and they've legendsed all of the Coven stuff, and the Coven stuff is going to be where all the fuckery is, right?
Yeah, because is it Homunculi? Homunculi?
The Homunculus.
Homunculus. Fucking sick stuff, man. That fucking stuff is crazy.
The racks,
even if
the
you read
grotesques.
The books. Yeah.
Like all of that. So,
really dark.
More of those. Yeah. Even stuff like Scourges, where they've like grafted the wings onto their body and shit. Like
they're cool.
Yeah,
I really like them.
They definitely need a core range refresh.
100%.
The Covens need to come back first. They're all really cool ideas. I think they could smash it out of the park if they really go to town and like Sigmar the fuck out of the scary.
Oh my god, yeah, they could do so much good shit with those.
You know, there's loads of potential there. Spiky.
They already kind of have it with the Daughters of Cain.
Yeah, but like
you know what?
The stuff they have brought out, the stuff that they have brought out, like the Lady Malice and the Archon, they are just basically spiky Eldari. So
yeah,
I think they look really good now.
When they redo, and it is really good. But when they do redo the Coven stuff, like it really needs to be disturbing and wild and crazy. And my pick for a mini that they need is Asdrubal Vect. Bring him back in some way. They can probably redo
that the Lord with the skin on his
the
face?
Raider and the Ravager, because that kit is old as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
And however they do the Dais of Destruction, the Asdrubal Vexon, that guy's name is part of competitive Warhammer 40,000 like nomenclature, describing an effect that makes your stratagems cost extra CP. Right? It's just a Vect aura. It's just called Vect in his honor because he was the first model to have it. And he hasn't been in the game for like 5 editions or something crazy. So bring him back. I think every army needs a big centerpiece model. Drukhari don't have a big centerpiece model, but as Lawrence
They
said,
got like a
range
barge.
refresh is needed.
Yeah.
No, but that barge is old. That's what we're saying. I think he rides a
It
barge.
needs to be
it'd like the
redone. He
updated
does.
barge.
He rides one as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it needs redoing.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Gene Steeler
next.
Colts. I'm going to go and say this is my pick for finest. There are only so many disgruntled workers in dirty t-shirts with improbably destructive improvised weaponry. They don't need more. I mean, if anything, I'd like to see like more mutation variations, but no more characters. They've got like 20 single characters. They've got so many variations of like just idiots in t-shirts with 2 arms and 3 arms. Give me some like weird mutation variations. But I think Gene Steeler Colts, there's only so far you can push what is like a fringe faction before
Exactly
it,
what we're saying.
It reached critical mass, and I think it's there for me. Sorry, GSC players.
I mean, that's kind of like my.
No, it's
Going
not.
into-
No, it's not. I can see your list right here.
Yes. No, you deleted my list.
No,
I'm
I
talking
didn't.
about a future thing. Yes,
Logan,
you
he's
did.
got. Look what he's
Where's
got here.
Tim?
He's got more drills. Give me more termite drills. Basically, you want more memory drills.
No. What does Tyranids say, you motherfucker? What does Tyranids on my list say?
Nothing.
Yeah, because you deleted it. You fucking prick.
Do you know what I put for this one?
My choice for Gene Steeler Colts.
More drills.
More drills.
Keep
Gives
drilling,
them a
baby.
termite drill that like goes in, pops up on the other side of the map. Like,
I swear
keep
they've got that.
striking, but, like,
They don't need
they've
that.
got
They've
that.
got blips. Like they don't need it. They pop up wherever they want anyway. That's their whole mechanic. They just come out of the ground.
but I want to see a
They
big.
come out
I
of
want
the
to see a big
sewers.
drill.
Yeah,
Okay.
he wants to see a big drill.
Give him drills.
Explain
Give 'em
it.
drills.
Carrying that through customs.
I put limo and bougie cult men. So I was like, we've got the
Limo.
we've got
The
the
limousine. The return.
Yeah.
Limousine.
the return of limousine. Exactly. We've got like the workers, like, you know what I mean? We got the miners and all that sort of stuff. I was like, what about the
Morgan
the
doesn't feel like
politicians, the
GSC
pimps
are
and
an
stuff?
accurate reflection of capitalism enough.
Yes,
So
I need
Yeah,
I need
you
the
want-
I need the limousine
Give
to
me
return.
the CEO in a limousine, please.
Exactly.
Setting fire to
Um,
money. Lighting a
But you know what?
CEO of insurgency.
When but no, going back to Logan, what he said earlier, I was like, do you know what would be actually just better? Just give another upgrade sprue. Just give another you can slap it on the Imperial Guard again. Just give more options on that. So I think if
Rude brothers.
Imperial Guard get a range refresh, then if you had a Gene Steeler's Cult upgrade sprue range refresh too, then they both work hand in hand, and you don't have to make an extra line for it. You just stick some heads on some
They
Astra
have that,
Militarum.
don't
I think
What?
they have that.
Yeah, I
exists.
know, but I said give me another box. Give me a different one.
More. More variation.
Another-
Fair enough.
Give me more.
All right. Necrons.
yeah, cool.
Necrons. Who wants to do Necrons first?
More flayed ones virus. I can't
So you
remember
want
what the
more?
virus is
You
called.
want more
Screw you.
flesh?
Screw you.
Machines.
Oh fuck! I do, don't I? Oh.
And
I think
Morgan
this is more like a king.
And
I
Morgan
actually
and
think
Morgan
this is
wants more body horror in this one as well.
Yeah. You should watch the film Virus.
fuck.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Yeah.
1980s.
Christ.
I think this is like a borderline kink for me at this point that I'm just sharing with everyone.
Welcome to engage on all fronts of therapy.
Yeah.
Please cut my arms off and replace them with cyborg arms. Like flayed, like we have like all the different viruses, right? Like the destroyer virus and the flayer virus. They have like their hexmark destroyer, which is like the destroyer virus thing, right?
Yeah.
But we don't. All we have is flayed ones for the flayer virus. So like a character of some sort.
Oh man, you're so
which
annoying.
kind of like, shut up. One thing it is like, instead of going like into like the whole like Egyptian like leaders and stuff and giving to Necrons more personality, give them a detachment and faction that gives them less personality. Go back to the Terminator 2 like kind of vibe of just like horde of
scary
zombies, basically the robot zombies. That's what I want.
The theme of this show is make Warhammer more scary.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say I think Lawrence was actually cheating then and read my inclusion into this because I wrote Flare. I
want it known. I want it on the record. I copied.
I don't see
my
anything on your one there, bro. It's
out.
empty.
Yes,
Flare Virus Lord.
I copied it all. I put it into a notepad file. Read another fucking notepad file.
Flare Virus Lord is what I put down, which I actually now don't think makes any sense because I think that GW's they're kind of doing this in the story anyway. If you look at that guy who's just come out that is fighting Titus, you know, the big kind of destroyer. They're basically almost making like a destroyer faction separate from the overall Necron faction, which I think
because it always kind of has been.
It always, but now they've almost become like a completely separate element, and it's quite interesting that because I feel like that's something you could really build into, as in it almost put away, and you'd have two codexes at some point if you wanted to, which could be quite cool.
I guess, yeah.
So yeah, I completely agree with Lawrence. I think this is a cool addition, and I miss the 2000s Necrons, which were just coming for you and would never die and would just reanimate.
Well,
not
the flayed ones do technically
crazy.
Have sort of like their own realm that they exist in, right? Because that's why they've got infiltrate, because they sort of like appear from a different dimension.
If I remember, I think it's like
so there's got to be like
trying to put
a more
flesh back
senior
on themselves.
Yeah, they just wanna...
They think they're alive.
Yeah,
they
and they're hungry.
They come out.
They're hungry. They eat.
But
they can't.
They try.
digest.
No, they try to breathe.
Yeah,
they think they can't breathe. So, like, to be fair, like flayed ones are the most body horror in 40k because they are robots that animate, and they animate wrong with the virus, or whatever. And they're like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Necrons technically aren't robots, right? Because they underwent biotransference. So like they have.
I'd say they're
flayed ones have like more
androids. Would you say it's androids?
No, because androids are entirely artificial creations.
They are augmented humans.
Androids are flayed ones.
Necrons are robots.
Are the ones that remember the most of their original selves, I think, is the lore for them. So like that's why they're stuck in the kind of body horror of thinking that they can breathe and they can't breathe, and they want to have flesh and blood on them. But there must be like senior ones, because apparently they do all exist in like a weird interdimensional space where they apparently drag all the corpses and stuff back to. So there must be like
that must be scary in there.
Yeah, there must be like a senior one though, so I don't see why they can't do a character flavor.
Henry Cavill should make that into an Amazon series. That would be cool.
Definitely bang.
He would never. He would never. It would never happen.
All right, let's get away from horror and terror and get into some good old fashioned hooliganism.
Knobs. Let's talk about knobs.
Orcs.
Oh, I didn't do my Necrons. Remake the Deceiver. That thing's a fucking joke. That thing is a million years old.
It's pretty bad.
It's as powerful as a knight. It's on a 40mm base. Get that fucking thing out of my game of 40k. It should have been Legends because it doesn't work on the tabletop. There's no reason that should have rules. Make a new model for it yesterday, or just get rid of it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Codex Orcs. Half the range is 15 years old. It needs a huge overhaul, much like Drukhari. It's really interesting how we're at this point now where so many ranges have very old kits that were made in like 2010s, which doesn't feel that old, but it is really old now.
But
then they
is
have
that
like
almost
sub-factions.
in between the cool
like
old
the...
second edition stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to speak over you. The cool old second edition stuff, and then that mid kind of like 2000
fourth and
stuff.
fifth, like fourth and fifth edition. Well, it's like the old Crisis suits. They're just so old. They haven't got the detail. They haven't got the cool factor of them. The orcs at least have been made like 2 or 3 times to the point at which they've got to these ones. Going back to your the cool second edition stuff, that stuff ain't fit for purpose either. Like the proportions are all off. It's all tiny.
Yeah.
The detail's not there. It's not sharp.
They've all got a BBL.
They're all 2-dimensional. They only exist in 2 planes of thing. But yeah, the orc range is super old. They need new boys. The boys kit that came out isn't fit for purpose. Like you can't do all choppers or all sluggers. They need new mega knobs. They need new bikes. They lost a bunch of characters. But my main thing is I want real orc pirates and a cool as fuck Captain Badrock model. I want orc pirates with like.
You're not getting that with Flash kits though.
No, they're not remotely like pirates. They don't look like. They don't have a pirate aesthetic.
Are you joking?
At all.
Flash kits do not have a. It's got a bloody Jolly Roger hat on. How pirate aesthetic can you get more than a Jolly?
Go and look. Go and look at the
leg.
old. Go and look at the old second edition ones. The old metal ones. Incredible work. Sensational. Give me. Go all in. I want real orc pirates.
I mean, that's like a slam dunk kill team. To be fair.
So, okay, I picture it now like Ultramarines, the coolest warriors of the Imperium, just fighting dinosaur elf riders and orc pirates.
And pirates, arr! Arr, get me knobs.
I had down just a knob update because I was just looking through the range and the knobs look really old and
a knob date, if you will.
A knob date, yeah. So
alone in on a Friday night.
Just
Happy Valentine's Day.
Goblin D's nuts on my knob
that
date.
kill rig is sick. I was like, I even forgot this came out. I was like, wow, that's a dope like centerpiece model.
It was so shocking when they did like, oh, by the way, here's a whole new sub-faction of orcs that never existed before. Here you go. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I still don't really get the Beast Snagger boys. Especially when the whole range needs a redo and they're like, nah, but what if we did these? It kind of feels like that was meant to be like
riders. These are
like,
the Dino Riders of orcs, basically.
The Squig Riders. But what I feel like conspiracy theory time, I feel like they were always meant to be like the new orcs. Same with like Primaris. So they released like this whole new like Beast Snagger boys, trying to like
try and give them their own aesthetic,
remake
that was,
them,
like, unique to them. Yeah.
And now they're going back to orcs.
Yeah, I feel like
they're
their
obviously
aesthetic
like
was
a
super unique anyway. This version of orcs doesn't exist anywhere else.
Maybe that was the problem. Though.
Science
Maybe it was like like a IP thing, Logan. You ever have that in the past where it's like, oh, could this be copied? Like, do they have like IP on like?
Yeah, but sometimes you shit the bed on that stuff. You know what I mean?
Fallout stuff.
You just make everything worse, like Age of Sigmar. So
yes.
Like I don't hate the Beast Snagger boys. I just think they're kind of, it's like bringing out.
I don't mind because it's like a whole range of what are they called, snake bites, basically. You know?
Yeah, but it just doesn't. When you have an army you need to redo, and then you kind of bring out this whole sub-faction that no one's ever heard of before, and it's like, look at all these cool new sculpts. It's like, but what about the fucking knobs,
can we
man? What about the knobs? Give me my boys.
Please think of the knobs.
Yes.
Please think of the knobs.
That's your title for the episode there.
Please think of the knobs.
Please think of the knobs.
For me, mine was deleted by a certain someone.
It was not. It just was never in there. Fake news. I call it now. What did you have? Go on, tell me what you had. Tell me the exact same thing that I've written down that you had, because I know what it's gonna be. I'm gonna call it first. Grot armies. Were you gonna say grot armies? Because that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say grot armies.
No, but I'd like some sort of like grot machine gun or like trebuchet.
What, firing grots or grots holding the gun?
Firing grots.
Okay.
Grots firing the gun. Grots holding a bomb being fired by a gun.
Fantastic.
There you go.
Make it now. Make it now.
They had a lot of models in 2021. God damn, that was a big addition for them.
Where we at? Because I realise
We are on to Tau, to our empire, to
Pow.
my time. My time has come.
you have 2
I
minutes.
want. We've all seen them. The third-party sculpts. I want big titty Tau girls.
Thank you for joining us. I apologise.
Thank you.
We're
See you
gonna
later.
be
Censor
our last
this segment.
episode.
Okay. Real talk. Stop being pussies, GW. Give us melee Tau battle suits.
No,
We already have them. No, because
you don't get to do everything.
Tau have worse shooting than Imperial Guard. Some
That's
absolute
because
fucking
Imperial
farm
Guard are
boy
broken.
from the sewers.
That's why. Tau have worse
Stupid.
shooting. Tau have worse shooting than Gene Stealer Colts
Wow.
as well. That's because
So
That's
just
what I
rule
mean.
update.
That's
Just
we're
want
because
rule
gonna-
Games
update.
Workshop can't
If we're
write
gonna
rules.
be,
that's all.
if we're gonna be the shooting army, it's gonna be the shooting army. Either make us good at shooting, or give us melee. We have crew.
You got melee.
they're
Yeah, exactly.
Weak for whatever. But
Krutox rampage as
fusion
well.
blades have been a thing for ages.
for one guy,
Farsight has a sword.
a demon sword.
Give us, yeah.
Yeah,
But what I'm saying
not
is,
everyone gets to have a demon sword, bro.
and the biggest piss take is they added fusion blades to the new detachment, but they're not melee. What is the fucking point?
What do they do then? Are they just in the shooting
Shoot.
phase?
They shoot. They're
What, like
swords that
beams?
shoot.
Like wave
Yeah.
beams. Wave beams.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's just
Wavy,
a
wavy.
long.
Yeah.
It's a long bullet. That's all
Mad.
it is.
Mad.
So imagine I shoot you and a sword comes at you.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
I want them to bring back that AI Riptide character with a special model. That's what I want.
Oh, I think they should
The
bring
Yavara.
back. Doesn't he have like a special unit? Can't they just make that unit
The
as
8.
a battle set on its own?
Yeah, you can buy it right now.
There's Yavara and Yavana.
No,
To be
but
fair,
it's-
you just bring back
it's
the
not-
Yavara.
the AI Riptide that's in. He died. He sacrificed
In the 8.
himself in the 8. Yeah,
Yeah.
bring him out.
Oh no.
The Riptide-
ChatGPT killed itself.
Yeah, the Riptide model is like a bajillion years old, but still holds up. I think it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Crisis suits,
I
are
put-
awesome,
It needs to be flashier.
but
I put
yeah,
defer to
make
Lawrence
him. Give me the Riptide character.
Make him.
More aliens.
So I mean,
More auxiliary aliens, and
Yeah.
there's like apparently there's a big alien that's the size of a titan, that is like a friendly whale
Yeah.
kind of dinosaur that I'd love to see.
it's like a friendly kaiju thing. There's
Yeah.
so many fucking.
That's cool. That's dope.
Yeah. They're so good.
So yeah, that
And then the
Secondary would
rebels
be-
used that to teleport to the fringes of the galaxy, and they found Admiral Thrawn, right? Or is this the
Yeah.
wrong IP? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, same guy. My other choice would be a earthen or drone.
Gay Vesa.
No.
Earth
Earthcast.
Task.
Yeah. They just go around fixing up battle suits because one, that would get rid of like the whole kind of savior protocol kind of cheese,
Yeah.
which every edition just gets abused in some way.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me like a drone or a earthen tech marine basically that can go around and fix shit, which means you have to rely more on like positioning than just kind of here's 20 shield drones. Suddenly my Riptide is 300 wounds. I think that's fair. And I guess something new.
cool.
Tyranids.
Tyranids.
Mine is back to kind of Logan's Gene Stealer cults. More kind of what they did with, I want to say, either Necromunda or Kill Team. They're like mutated, kind of fucked up Tyranids. Because obviously, Tyranids, the one problem they have, for me, is they will never have any characters. There's Cold Eye, Cold Eye.
Eye.
What's his name?
Red
Death
Terror.
One
Terror.
Eye, yeah.
Swarm
Red Terror.
Lord. Death
Swarm
Legion.
Yeah,
Lord.
but they don't have like personality. What if you had like a Tyranid who's like
They can't.
It's
They're
contrary
not allowed.
to the
fucked up
whole
brain
thing.
guy? Yeah, but it's just
But the cool thing is,
no one ever.
and this is actually my pick. I would like a new Swarm Lord model.
I put
They get
Norn Queen.
reabsorbed into the biomass, and then their personality becomes part of the
Experience.
hive mind, and they shit out replicas. So
Yeah.
It's like
Which,
they
do you know
learn
what?
to
To be
fight
honest with you-
someone, right?
to be honest with you, it makes the most sense for a game perspective as well, because people will turn up and like the Primarch of the World Eaters is fighting in every 2,000 point scale skirmish that's going on in the entire galaxy. It may as well just be, here's the version of the old One Eye that they plopped out for this swarm, this battle.
Like,
here.
here's my Swarm Lord with the Khorne speciality, where it just does extra damage to Khorne or can something like that. I don't know.
None of that.
No.
Or if you
I
made
can
it like a Swarm Lord with
crush
like
Khorne.
extra plating or something, like
Yeah.
he's like less melee
Enhancement.
affected or something, anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like less character, more
Specialization.
characteristics,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Well, I love the Norn Emissary, so I put Norn. I just put Norn Queen, but realistically, the Norn Emissary, their models aren't available at the moment. So I'm wondering what's happening there. If they're like making more, or they're going to re-update
I think they're
it.
just out of.
It seems
I think
weird
they're just
to
out of stock,
update
'cause it's
it.
one of the most recent minis, right? So
Yeah, but that's what I'm
it's
saying. It seems weird to update because it's really
Fucking
good MIDI.
insane. I love it.
And it's got really cool lore and all that sort of stuff. So I would just like more around Norniness.
do you know what I hate about
Norn
the
stuff.
Games Workshop
So,
website? When I type the exact name of the thing that I want to find on the website,
Oh,
It
don't
won't
tell
another
me.
come up.
and it's out of
Don't come
stock,
up.
so I actually have to go all the way down to the bottom of the website and click like 4 times to load more to get to the Norn.
It's a terrible
Assimilator
website,
and the
man.
Norn Emissary. Like, I don't
and
care
which
if
will
it's
take
out
it
of
to the
website.
same box.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's out of stock. If I typed the exact name of the thing that I want, show me the goddamn thing. You awful, awful website.
Do it.
But yeah, these kits, fuck, they are amazing.
They're
They're
really
so
nice.
good. They're so fucking good. Still need one.
Last one. Just
Leagues of
Votann.
Votann.
My favourites.
Land train. Choo 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 chugga 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 chugga. Land train. We need the land train.
is the land train lore? Is that like part of?
That's
That's
squad
part of
lore.
lore, right?
It's the squads.
Yeah.
Who are
Okay.
not
Squat
the Votann.
epic 40k.
They're not
Yeah.
the Leagues of Votann.
There's definitely
Yes,
a way
they
you could do
are.
that. It would be
Yes,
a grav
they
train.
are.
It would be a grav train nowadays, right? It would just be a grav.
Nah, I'd have no Votann will have
Just-
wheels, right?
they'd just be-
apart from the
No,
bikes.
They're just
Votan
being,
have. Votan grav 2, right?
Yes, they do.
That's why they've got
not
both.
grav trains.
Oh.
Well, that's what we're going to make. We're
Are
going to
you
make
an expert on grav? Are you
grav
an
land
expert
train.
on Votan trains?
Yeah, I have the train autism. I'm a train guy.
Excellent. I didn't
have
really
you
put
got?
anything down for this because I kind of can't know enough about Votan that I don't know what they're missing, and what I feel like the range is pretty good, to be fair.
It's
I
good
did
now,
quite
yeah.
like that Tyranid Hunter guy with the Tyranid on the back. A lot of people didn't, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Blurry.
So
Dookie.
yeah, but I kind of don't like the dwarven elements they kind of put in there.
What?
Like, you know, all the weird like gold. You know
The
gold...
dwarven faction. You
Nah,
don't
but
like
you know
the
what I mean?
dwarves.
No, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the
dwarvenness.
gold like
Yeah, like the detailing.
bits like the
the
horse's
runics
head,
and- Yeah.
the horse's head and the Viking bits they have over. I don't like that.
That's a bad take. Bad
So
take.
yeah, so
That's
I'm
their
gonna
one thing.
That's their one thing.
Take this L.
No, not at all. Then what? The one thing that would be really interesting if you put that big old AI head into the game somehow, because that's how
They wouldn't take.
What
they
you
would-
mean?
They wouldn't
the-
take Zordon.
That's
into
like
the-
putting the Emperor's corpse in
Yeah,
there.
basically.
That's like wheeling out the Emperor into a fucking
carry it
bunch of
out.
knobs. It's like, go on,
instant
mate.
win, instant
Go on,
win.
go for it. No, instant loss for the whole franchise.
Yeah, I don't know.
the most
I'm
sacred
not
of
clued up on
sacreds.
Votan. But Logan's a big fan. So Logan, tell us about your favourite faction.
I want a Hernkin Pioneer character. So a Votann on a bike character, smoking a cigar, non-negotiable, has to be smoking a cigar. That's
We
all
have
I
that,
want
right?
in
There's a
life.
guy
Is
in
that
a trench
hunting?
coat
Is
riding a bike.
Is he like a hunter?
I don't care what it is. I don't care what it does. I just want a cool character model
Just a guy with
on
a
a
cigar.
bike
Okay.
smoking a cigar.
That's valid.
That's all
Honestly,
I
that's
need.
valid.
Hot take.
I don't need
appreciate
much.
your take. That works.
I just need that.
No, that's a cold take, Morgan.
I
Everyone
thought
needs,
hot take was
like-
good.
No, hot take's controversial.
Yeah, hot
Oh,
takes.
okay.
You know,
Good.
Cold
fresh-
take is like
take then.
everyone
Cold take.
agrees.
Cold take.
A cold
Yeah.
takes like
Cold.
extradites in over.
Cold.
You know, like
Yeah.
Cold take.
It's just like obvious.
I like freedom
Yeah.
and
Easy.
human rights and breathing.
Bad take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Cold take.
But yeah, that's what I'd like. I would like a character on a bike. I think that'd be fun and cool.
Okay.
And they don't really need a huge.
I think you
amount
should
else
just
'cause they've got-
convert that. I think you could convert that, bro. I think you should.
I
Put
could
that
do,
in
but
the
I would like
competition
to
this year.
see Games Workshop's design team.
A design
make one.
take.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, because they've got everything else. They've got a character for the Berserkers, the Chthonian Berserkers. They got the Steeljacks.
Don't have a
that
land
just come
train.
out, which is cool.
I like the
All these
steel trap stuff.
Menhirs. Yeah, they've got pretty much like everything I can think of. I guess like releasing a unit of the jump pack guys with the one guy that's in the kill team.
They're going to jump like
Yeah.
2 inches.
Yeah.
Are we still talking about
They have
Votann,
like
or are you in
they
the
have a
wrong
6
chat?
foot vertical.
Yeah, Votann.
Yeah, he's in the Halfkin Salvagers, the jump pack dude.
They're called hot packs, not jump packs.
Everyone was making a meme about there being a beam plane. So yeah, I don't think
What's a
Games
beam
Workshop are
plane?
doing.
What, shooting
I don't think
lasers?
Games. Yeah, I don't think because they had a conversion beamer right back in.
Okay.
And it just shot in a straight line and hit everything in a straight line, and it was broken as fuck.
Oh yeah.
They just said like make it a plane, but with a big Votann head on the front of it. But I don't think Games Workshop
I like it.
are doing aircraft anymore, thankfully. Because
Well, you need an aqua faction. We haven't
Rest
got
in
an
peace.
aqua faction.
What are you gonna do with an aqua
the
faction?
Aquafaction
Like
in
what they
Sigmar
did
is
with
the
the Idoneth
stupidest
Deepkin.
shit. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
What the
They're
Deepkin?
flying.
We bring the sea with us.
flying
Like, what the
eels.
fuck, bro?
Yeah, I was just.
We don't-
I
we
had
don't
like
need
an
a war
image of like a Votann just jumping into a lake and then doing like the plop sound effect. You know, like the little drink, the little sound of water. I'm like, plop.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
unbeatable until there's no water.
Well,
Never gonna conquer
Well.
Mars.
Lads, we did it. We got through. We got through a whole 2 lists in 2 episodes. I'm proud of us. Very proud.
Good work.
That's wild.
Only an hour and a half.
And even with my being sabotaged,
Yeah.
crazy.
Let's
Can't believe I
let's
did it.
wrap it up with an update on our amazing progress. Because I know Morgan is desperate to tell us about his challenge progress.
Oh yeah.
So my
your-
challenge progress at the moment is
Your homebrew
based-
chapter, remember, not Ultramarines.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm. The way my mind works is I need to have tasks complete before I tack onto a big task. So currently I'm finishing off the last Ultramarines I've got from 2nd edition on the table, and I'm 99% there. I have a Plasma guy
Wow.
done, and I have a Terminator done as part of like a just some special weapons. And then that kind of draws my work in progress Ultramarines. This is one's finished, by the way. My work in progress Ultramarines are finished, which means I can then jump on to my project. I'm quite excited. I'm happy to be painting again. I'm still a bit rusty, and it's quite hard matching recipes that I obviously don't write down all the processes. But yeah, I'm very excited to do this combat patrol.
Well, that's the
with
cool
you
thing
guys.
about it being a homebrew chapter is that you can start the recipe from scratch and you can make sure you write it down.
Yes.
Have you
exactly.
decided what units you're going to do yet?
I have, but
Is
I've
that a
also...
spoiler? Do we reveal the army
I
composition?
have, but also I have. I'm almost thinking about throwing you guys like a little bit of a curveball, and surprising you. So we'll see.
What, and actually painting something? That would be the curveball.
Yes, that is the surprise. It will be painted,
Okay.
not based, but painted. No, I definitely want to use Terminators. That's kind of my big thing. But I was also looking at these new Red Corsair models are quite tasty.
Okay.
So who knows where that will land?
I have a bike.
Yes, you need to fill in that fucking front filigree.
Damn, that's a bit
What?
harsh.
The
Yeah,
think
doesn't
that-
make sense.
yeah.
But yeah, no.
I also need to buy some
what
Eldar
about,
bits.
what about you, Logan? You've been quiet on this front, man, and I haven't seen you doing any hobby for a while. So where are we at on your side of things?
Bro,
Logan moves in silence.
my wet palettes on my
Yeah.
desk right now, and I'm finishing off my last 15 Corn Berserkers so that I can
Fantastic.
ascend
Hey,
into
Very
loyalist
nice.
territory.
Ultramarines.
No,
Oh,
definitely
loyalist time.
But I will definitely do a unit with a jump pack of some description, I think. And
Okay.
I'm toying with the idea of converting one of my HQ choice. So
Do it.
So
Well, you should do it because
It's-
obviously, isn't that new Crucible of Champions like the hot thing at the moment? So that would make sense to do
not
like
for
a
me.
custom character. Oh.
not in my world.
Isn't it?
so
legal
remind
in
me, it's one
tournaments, or is it
HQ.
No.
not?
It's one HQ, one vehicle, and
Two infantry or mounted.
infantry.
But they can be elite too.
Okay.
Can be elites.
Elites are also infantry.
Oh, okay, I'm just going off. The
Are we
Elites,
saying like
elites don't exist
battle
anymore,
line?
just so you know. No,
This is battle line, right?
no, just any two infantry models.
Okay.
So
So I will
it-
also do jump because I have some jump guys made and I've never painted them.
There you go.
Congratulations.
Any
quite like
infantry.
them.
If you want to ask me whether your unit choices qualify, I'm happy to tell you because I have the app with a full subscription, and I can tell you whether they qualify or not.
GW Simpra, yeah.
So 1 HQ, 1 vehicle, 2 infantry units. That's it.
Logan's gonna teach me how to play. We're gonna have to bring it with us in our little cases to the next tournament. Just that'd
yeah.
be a great video. That'd be a great video. Yes, that'd be a good video. Who gets shafted by Logan the quickest, me or Lawrence?
Me, because I haven't played in like
And then I'll be like that guy on Reddit, like
18
I
years.
played like a really unfun game. I went into my store and played an unfun game. I got absolutely trounced. Absolutely trounced.
My
What do you
opponent
do in
didn't talk
this
to me
situation?
apart from telling me to roll saves to remove my models.
right.
Well,
Well, this episode's gone on far too long now.
Oh, it's been a great episode.
so-
I think it's a good one.
It's been great, but we're on like 2 hours now, and I can only upload like on 1 hour 15 minutes. So
Damn.
that's going to be all from us this week. Thanks for tuning in.
See you around.
Hope you have a great week, whenever you're listening.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Remember,
Hope you
Yep.
had a good one.
yeah.
Love you, boys.
I think this is uploaded after Valentine's Day, so
Hope you had a good one anyway.
All right.
see
out,
ya.
guys.
love you.